Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. We just pulled up on the parking lot of Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam, and we are ready to board our flight to Madagascar. So this is the second time that we're going to Madagascar. The first time was back in 2019, so we had to skip it twice because of COVID. And I was thinking, let's try, a video like a trip report in a bit of a vlog style. So that's what we're going to try now, and I'll see you guys on the flight. We finally made it to Madagascar, a large island off the coast of Eastern Africa and home to a huge variety of endemic species found nowhere else on the planet. This island is chock full of wildlife, and it didn't take long for us to find our first herb of the trip. So this is the carpet chameleon, so Furcifer lateralis, and they're amazing. They're one of the most colorful chameleons out there. So they have a lot of blue coloration, a lot of yellows, bright greens, whites all over their body, and they're amazing. So this is a little female, but the males, they get a lot more colorful than this as well. So one of the first chameleons of the trip, and probably one of the most common ones we're gonna see. Just when we were filming the carpet chameleon, we got this guy. So this is a Furcifer oedstaleti, the Oedstalets chameleon, one of the biggest chameleons out there, and one of the biggest chameleons in the country as well. So this is a beautiful male, and as you can see, this guy has flared up entirely, and they have a pretty strong bite as well. So you have to make sure that you don't get your fingers caught in between these really awesome jaws. I'm just gonna let this guy go, and then we'll be on our way on to the next stop. Okay guys, so we're looking here for the lesser chameleon, which is Furcifer minor, and we just got a female, and up in this tree there's a male as well. But who has a female, right? Rebecca has a female. I'm gonna go quickly check the female while the guys are look at that, that's beautiful. That's so amazing. So here you can see the real nice sexual dimorphism between these two little lizards here. So the male has a really dark coloration, almost purplish, while the female has actually a green coloration with these red-orange dots on her. And another really cool aspect of the male is that he has a beautiful horn. It's a beautiful rostral horn. Like, he has two of them straight next to each other. So that's amazing. They're both on the same tree, so I'm thinking these guys are actually a mating pair. So we'll put them back where we found them so they can actually go about their business. And now we're off to our next stop. So guys, look at this. This little animal over here is a streaked tenrec. So here in Madagascar, you have tenrecs instead of just normal hedgehogs, right? So these little guys, they have the same spines as hedgehogs, but they're not really related to hedgehogs at all. So there's just like an endemic group basically here for Madagascar. These little spines on the top, they use it as a defense mechanism, and they pop off so easily. It's a really cool find here for the first night hike. Really awesome. We're actually out now trying to get some nocturnal sightings of animals. The group is actually quite excited because we just saw a mouse lemur up in the trees, and there's a chameleon right over there up in that tree as well. That's insane. Look at that, guys. Okay guys, so we just found this beautiful Malagasy tree boa, Sanzinia madagascariensis, out here in Ranomafana. Now these guys are endemic to Madagascar. They're in the family Boidae, so they're related to boas and pythons, but they're not really a true boa. Now these guys are mainly arboreal. It's the largest arboreal snake here in Madagascar, but you can also find them, you know, out on rocks basking in the morning. A really, really cool snake, and I hope we're gonna see more of these throughout the trip. Ranomafana is one of the most beautiful parks and most biodiverse parks in Madagascar, and we're looking around here in the jungle for some critters, and the critters we're after here are of course the leaf-tailed geckos, H.E.R.P, fantasticus and cicorae. They live both here in this amazing park. Like, if you would be a H.E.R.P in this place, you know, man, you would have a wide plethora of places where you could hide. So we're looking through all of the dead leaves, all of the tree trunks, and let's hope we get something cool. Oh, we're already here.
Yeah. And
oh my god, yes. Wow, it's gonna be tough to see, but it's right there. We are actually now in a prime spot for the Malagasy poison frogs, or the mantellas. So here in this habitat, we're here for Mantella baroni. So this poison arrow frog has actually evolved the same aposematic traits and the same toxins basically as the ones that we see in South and Central America. So these guys, they're actually endemic here to Madagascar, but they look and sound exactly the same as the poison dart frogs that we see in South and Central America. So we've been looking around here and you can hear them all over the place. You can hear this very sharp dip, dip, dip noise for the calls of the males, and we've seen several of them actually crawling and hopping around this beautiful habitat here in Ranomafana. So, you know, it's kind of tough getting in on the GoPro, so I'm gonna switch over to this camera to get you guys in closer with these beautiful frogs. So guys, we just found this beautiful male yellow-lipped Parson's chameleon, the biggest and heaviest chameleon out there, the biggest and heaviest chameleon in the world. This is a huge, huge male, and he is clean, not a scar on his back. This is amazing. Like, every single time we see animals as majestic as these, we just get a little silent. So I'm just gonna make the footage speak for itself, and yeah, I'm just in awe about these guys. Parson's chameleons, the biggest, heaviest chameleons on the globe. Look at this, guys. This is a leaf-tailed gecko. This is H.E.R.P. At this point, we're not sure what species it is, because it might either be H.E.R.P. cicorae or H.E.R.P. samieti, but we need to look on the inside of the mouth of this animal to be sure to know what it is. And it just jumped on me. These guys will sit on tree trunks like this, and they will entirely go up into their environment by pressing their bodies down onto the surface of the tree trunk. We're super lucky to get one here in Ranomafana. Now on to looking inside of its mouth and seeing what species it is. Yeah, it's some Yeti. Look at that, it's some Yeti. So some Yeti actually, some Yeti actually has a clear mouth. It doesn't have any black patterning, and Sikorai has black patterning. So this guy is a some Yeti, and this is a lifer for me. We didn't get some Yeti last time here in Madagascar, so that's amazing. Now this guy can go back up and on his tree, and then he can go about his business. And we're going to check out some of the drier habitats here that we're going to visit in Madagascar. And this place is quite well known for ringtail lemurs and also for Dumeril's boas. Now they're not really easy to get, but we're going to do our best at finding at least one. So this is how the habitat looks like. Yeah? What? Oh my god. Oh man, this is Madagascar. Always when you're filming stuff, animals pop up. So Fusifer Ustaleti up in the tree, but he was hiding a little bit. Anyway, so we're going to go and look for some of the coolest ground-dwelling snakes out here in Madagascar, in this habitat right here. Ringtail lemurs. If you're thinking about Madagascar, you're thinking about lemurs. And when you think about lemurs, it's likely these guys that come to mind, the ring-tailed lemur. Now we're actually in its northernmost population right here, and we're quite lucky to see them because we're not going more south than this. But it's super epic to see these iconic animals so up close. You can see that these guys, they don't care whatsoever if you're getting close to them. These guys, they're not used to being predated. So that means that these guys also don't really care if humans are around. So this means that you can get really close to them and really, really epic. We're actually going to where Dumeril's boa was spotted yesterday and seeing if the animal stuck around. But it's super hot outside. I'm gonna keep the GoPro on hand and yeah, see if this gorgeous animal is still out there somewhere. It's kind of windy, I hope you can hear me. But we got this beautiful Dumeril's boa out of its burrow. Its burrow is right beneath me actually. And this guy is the second largest ground-dwelling snake in Madagascar. One of two species of Acanthophes. Now these beautiful guys, they go really well up in this habitat. As you can see, their coloration is very, very cryptic and it's quite difficult to spot them. They're mostly nocturnal. So we're going to take some nice footage of him, some nice pictures of him with this gorgeous background. Look at where we are. It's amazing. So I'm hoping we get some good shots from him, and then we're gonna let him on his way back in his burrow. Back in his burrow. There he goes, he knows it. The sheer diversity and density of animals in Madagascar is just staggering. Everywhere you look, you can find a new and unexpected gem of nature. From playful geckos and colorful chameleons to impressive mammals such as lemurs and fossas. This island harbors so many mysteries, secrets, unexplored areas and undescribed species to discover. Absolutely humbling and breathtaking. Alright guys, so we're on our way now to a golden mantella population. So Mantella aurantiaca. Last time we visited this spot, there was a bit more down the path here. But the locals, they have told us that that spot no longer exists. And you can see a little bit why, you know, like slash and burn agriculture is still ongoing here constantly, and chipping away at the habitat of these critically endangered frogs. So we're going and seeing how the habitat looks like, and then we'll assess a little bit of a plan on how to get into the habitat without disturbing it. So we got permission to go there, but yeah, we still have to be a bit cautious about entering a habitat that is, oh look at this. Yeah, you get the gist, right? So we're going to see how the habitat looks like, and then we'll come up with a plan on how to see the frogs without disturbing the habitat too much. So yeah, let's see what happens. So guys, we just made it to one of the small isolated habitat pockets of the golden mantella. The female here on my hand is in pristine condition, but unfortunately the habitat around this small pocket section is being slashed and burned, so it's getting destroyed quite fast. But these guys, they're literally critically endangered right now. So we're only, you know, allowing just a few people in this habitat to come and check them out. They're amazing frogs. They're part of the mantellids, and you know, as I already said before, these guys, they're convergent. That's a prime example of convergent evolution with the dendrobatids down in Central and Southern America. So these guys also have the same alkaloids in their poison to defend themselves from predators, and they have the same aposematic coloration as the poison frogs from Central and South America. Even though they entirely evolved, you know, differently, they evolved separately, independently of each other, making the same, well, actually developing the same adaptations. So a really beautiful frog, as you can see, but we'll just let her be in her habitat and hope that these guys continue to exist for a few decades. But yeah, it's not looking that great. Amazing, amazing little frogs. So we have officially arrived in the last location of our expedition, the Palmarium Reserve. And in this reserve, you know, there's a whole bunch of reptiles that we can find and photograph. The main goal for this trip is to find Langaha madagascariensis, and we'll be spending a total of like maybe two whole days and 3 nights looking for this guy. And you know, the place is amazing. Look at that. This is our lodge looking out on the lake, and this is the inside of the rooms. Pretty epic. Our trip to Madagascar has come to an end. Man, this island never ceases to surprise and amaze us. This trip we found over 100 species of reptiles and amphibians, and we got to see most of our target species. So So we'd love to thank all of our herp conservation members that joined us on this journey, and of course our good friend Patrick Andrea Mihaja for being a terrific guide and showing us this beautiful slice of the world, the majestic island of Madagascar. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.